Guys, welcome to News in Brief on Vantage TV, where we give you quick updates on the stories that made the rounds within the week. My name is Anita Macaulay. Let's get started. On the national news, Buhari offers condolences to victims of Kano gas explosion. Following the deadly explosion in Kano, which on Tuesday claimed the lives of 9 persons and injured several others, President Muhammadu Buhari on Wednesday condoled with families of the persons who lost their lives and whose bodies were recovered from the rubble of a building which collapsed following the explosion in the Sabon Gari area of the state. In the condolence message released via his senior special assistant on media and publicity, Garba Shehu, the president directed the adequate treatment of injured persons and commended the prompt response to the incident by relevant agencies under the state and federal government. VP Oshibajo visits scene of Kano explosion. Vice President Yemi Oshibajo has visited the scene of the Kano explosion, where he commiserated with the government and people of Kano State over the sad incident at Sabon Gari area of the state capital. The Vice President, who described the incident as devastating, sympathized with the victims and enjoined relevant authorities to take preventive measures against tragic future occurrences. APC adjusts timetable for primaries. The ruling All Progressive Congress APC on Wednesday reviewed its schedule of activities for the upcoming primary elections at the meeting of the National Working Committee of the party, led by Abdullahi Adamu. Resultantly, the party shifted forward its governorship and House of Representatives primary election to Thursday, May 26th, and also the Senate and House of Assembly primary elections to Friday, May 27th. Also, the formerly 3-day presidential convention would now hold for 2 days from Sunday 29th to Monday the 30th of May in order to align with INEC's June 3rd primaries deadline for the 2023 general elections. Nigeria's Accountant General arrested over 80 billion naira fraud. Nigeria's serving Accountant General Ahmed Idris was arrested on Monday in Kano by operatives of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) over alleged money laundering and diversion of public funds. The Commission's verified intelligence showed that the AGF raked off the funds to the tune of 80 billion naira through bogus consultancies and other illegal activities using proxies, family members, and close associates. The AGF, Idris, has since been moved to the nation's capital, Abuja, for further interrogation. Northern Governors Forum condemns mother of Deborah Yakubu. For over a week, the nation has been shaking over the gruesome killing of Miss Deborah Yakubu, a student of Shehu Shagari College of Education, Sokoto, by some of her schoolmates on allegations of blasphemy against Islam last Thursday. In a recent development, the Northern Governors Forum, led by their chairman and the governor of Plateau State, Simon Lalong, has condemned the killing of the 200-level student. While calling for calm in a statement, he expressed the governor's disapproval of the adoption of self-help in addressing grievances, whether religious or otherwise. In a separate statement, the Nasarawa State Governor, Abdullahi Sule, also appealed to the state chapter of the Christian Association of Nigeria not to join in the planned protest on May 22, 2022 by the Christian community across the country, saying that both the federal and Sokoto state governments were taking steps to address the matter. Consequently, the State Police Command refuted the allegation that they had categorized one of the lead perpetrators of the act as a foreign intruder from the Republic of Niger. On the international news, Russia-Ukraine. In the first war crime trial in Ukraine since the war started, a 21-year-old Russian soldier has pleaded guilty to killing an unarmed civilian. The soldier, named Vadim, admitted shooting a 62-year-old man a few days after the invasion began and now faces life in jail. Moscow has denied its troops have targeted civilians, but investigators have been collecting evidence of possible war crimes to bring before the International Crime Court, and so far, Ukraine has identified more than 10,000 possible war crimes committed by Russia. Meanwhile, Russia's defense ministry, according to recent briefings on Telegram, has said 1,730 fighters have surrendered from the besieged Azovstal in Ukraine since Monday. Still on the war, US Joe Biden endorses Finland and Sweden's bid to join NATO. Even as Russia continues in its war against Ukraine, this week Finland and Sweden formally applied to join the world's biggest military alliance, NATO, and in affirmation, the US president added that the US will work with the two countries in the event of any aggression during the application process. The applications came after more than 250 Ukrainian fighters surrendered to Russian forces at the Azovstal steelworks in Mariupol after weeks of resistance, bringing an end to the most devastating siege of Russia's war in Ukraine. Finland and Sweden were both neutral throughout the Cold War, and their decision to join NATO reflects the shift in public opinion in the Northern Europe since Russia's February 24 invasion. Netflix lays off 150 employees. In a new round of cuts, media giant Netflix has laid off around 150 employees across the country as the streaming service contends with big subscriber losses. With the eliminated positions representing less than 2% of the streamer's 11,000 staffers, Netflix US-based employees were most affected by these cuts, even as shares of the company were noted to have dived by 70% since January. The staff reductions, which were expected, come less than a month after Netflix reported its first subscriber loss in a decade and after a forecast predicted future losses in the next quarter. That's it on the national and international news on Vantage TV's News in Brief. Coming up shortly is entertainment news. Stay tuned.
Hi guys, I'm Lifa and you're welcome to Entertainment on the News in Brief, where I bring you the juiciest stories that made the rounds this week. Without any further ado, let's get right into it. #AMVCA8. The biggest night in film on the African continent, the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards, had its 8th edition over the past weekend, and it was indeed a night to remember. The star-studded event saw the best performances in TV, film, and online media honored with awards, and also got the stars putting their best fashion foot forward. From the glitzy red carpet shows to the thrilling performances, the award night brought the 8-day AMVCA celebration to a perfect close. The big winners, to mention a few, include Best Dressed Male and Female, Denola Gray and Osas Ighodaro, the Best Actor and Actress in a Drama, Stan Nze and Osas Ighodaro, the Best Actor and Actress in a Comedy, Brother Shaggy and Funke Akindele, and the Best Director, Ramsey Noah. Catch the rest of the juicy details on Vantage TV's lifestyle show, Kiss Daniel's Booga, featuring Techno, steals all the streams. And just like that, Kiss Daniel took the planet by storm when he dropped the song Booga Like It's Hot few weeks ago, precisely on the 4th of May 2022. Not just becoming the #1 song in Nigeria in a few days, the song Booga, neatly fitted with the viral Booga challenge, has reportedly pulled 11.4 million streams and counting in about 2 weeks, ranking #1 in streams and on radio. Most recently, Booga set a new record for the biggest streaming week according to Turntable Charts, and has set a new record for the biggest total activity by a song, breaking the records held by Fields and Benson's Finesse. Kiss Daniel can literally booga, and I'm so here for it. Big congratulations. Femi Adebayo's King of Thieves breaks the box office. Hitting a major milestone for a non-English film in Nigeria's box office, the movie King of Thieves, based on a popular Yoruba folktale, has officially crossed the 250 million mark. As a recent count, the epic film has recorded 267 million naira in its 6th week, making its way to shattering a major box office record. The movie by Femi Adebayo Salami also stars the producer in the lead role with Toyin Abraham, Odunlade Adekola, Ibrahim Shatta, Adedimeji Lateef in supporting roles, among others. Big congratulations to Femi Adebayo, big wins everywhere today. For the cutest thing we saw this week, comedian and skit maker Just Too Funny and his wife welcomed their first child, and here's a cute little pic of their newborn. And here's the funniest thing we saw this week. It's a wrap, guys, but sit back, relax as sports comes right up.
It's sports time on the News in Brief. I am Emilio Menesubstance, and these are the top stories. We're starting off with golf. Rory McIlroy, Tiger Woods, and Jordan Spieth will play together in the opening 2 rounds of this week's US PGA Championship at Southern Hills. McIlroy won his fourth and last major at this event in 2014. And while Woods counts 4 PGA crowns among his 15 majors, fellow American Spieth will complete the career Grand Slam of all 4 majors if he wins in Oklahoma. Scotty Scheffler, John Ram and Colin Morikawa, the top 3 in the world, make up another marquee group. Now the NBA. Stephen Curry was top scorer with 21 points as he helped the Golden State Warriors beat the Dallas Mavericks 112-87 in their Western Conference final opener. The Warriors restricted Dallas star Luka Doncic to 20 points in what was his lowest score of the playoffs. Curry, who also had a game-high 12 rebounds, stated that they did what they were supposed to do by protecting home court and winning the first game with a specific game plan well executed for the most part. Andrew Wiggins scored 19 points for the Warriors and was also key in limiting Doncic's impact. And we're off to tennis. World number 1 Novak Djokovic has won his first title of the year at the Italian Open in Rome, boosting his preparations for next week's French Open by winning. Djokovic beat Stefanos Tsitsipas 6-0, 7-6, 7-5 to take the clay court title. The 34-year-old Serb cruised through the first set and then fought back after the Greek took a 4-1 lead in the second. Djokovic will be one of the favorites as he chases a record-equaling 21 Grand Slam at the French Open, which starts next Sunday in Paris. And still in tennis, Andy Murray has begun his Wimbledon preparations at the Sorbonne Trophy in May before playing at Queen's Club. The 35-year-old Briton opted to skip the French Open to prepare for the grass court summer. It will be the first time Murray has played the Challenger Tour event since 2004 when he was just 17 years old. 3-time Grand Slam champion Murray has won the singles event at Queen's 5 times and also triumphed in the doubles with Feliciano Lopez in 2019. British number 1 and last year's finalist Cameron Norrie will also play at Queen's alongside compatriots Don Evans and Jack Draper. Rising teenage star Carlos Alcaraz and defending champion Matteo Berrettini are also slated for the Queen's draw. And now we're off to football. A new equal pay agreement between the United States men's and women's team has been hailed as one with the potential to change the game around the world. US Soccer has announced the teams will pool their World Cup prize money along with their share of television and sponsorship revenues. Women's squad players had filed a discrimination lawsuit in 2019, and a settlement which included a $24 million payout was reached on that earlier this year. US Soccer said the new agreement was a necessary and critical step to resolution. 2-time United States World Cup winner Alex Morgan has called the agreement as a historic moment in sports. And now Wednesday night football, Rangers Europa League final defeat on penalties hurts a lot, according to manager Giovanni Van Bronckhorst. Van Bronckhorst said he could not have asked for more from his side after Eintracht Frankfurt triumphed 5-4 on penalties following a 1-1 draw. Aaron Ramsey was the only player to miss in the shootout after coming off the bench in extra time in Seville. Having lost an important game, the manager Giovanni has said that the team will be moving on and is willing to start all over again next season. And that's Sports Sunday News in brief. I am Emilio Menesop Sanz. Till I come your way next week, remember to like, share and subscribe.